$127,000 in medical bills if COVID-19 sends them to the ICU. Covered California Executive Director Peter Lee says many local insurance agents can help 85% of those people sign up for free state insurance.
Find someone close to you, talk to them about what you're interested in, the doctors you've got, the hospitals you want to go to. They can give you a cost identified, and their services are always free.
Lee says people can either enter their zip code at coveredca.com to find an agent. He says people have until Friday's enrollment deadline to sign up and get covered by the 1st. When we come back, we're going to talk with ABC News correspondent Jim Ryan. Preservationists in Virginia have opened a time capsule that was planted beneath an equestrian statue of General Robert E. Lee in 1887. It was a copper box full of stuff. It weighed 36 pounds. But wait, there's more. Jim will tell us what that more is. Right now, we need to take a look at your drive from the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center. We make it easy. We've got a crash in Valley Village on the 101.
Northbound side, as you're making your way past Laurel Canyon Boulevard, still got this wreck. 3 right lanes are shut down, giving you a busy one for you. First thing as you come away from, let's split further with the 170 heading northbound on the 101 and taking your drive southbound 101, getting out of Sherman Oaks as you come away from the 405, heading into downtown LA to the 101. Looks like that's going to take you 101 southbound. Your drive right now, about 14 to 15 minutes for the drive. Westbound 105 as you come off the 605 out of Norwalk, heading toward El Segundo, over the Boulevard and LAX. Looking at about 15 to 17 minutes for your drive there. And the westbound side of the 91 as an alternate to the 105 west as you're making your way out of Buena Park, leaving the 5 in the unit to the 110, 16 to 18 minutes for the drive. KFI, this guy helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Collier, Steve.
The holidays bring together friends and family, and this holiday season you can improve your family's everyday wellness with a simple change. Give them the gift of quality water. A LifeSource Whole House water system provides filtered, delicious water from every faucet and shower in your home by connecting directly to your plumbing. And if hard water is a nuisance, you can reduce your hard water problems and scale bills up with America's most recommended water system. The LifeSource water system filters out chlorine and added chemicals from your water so your family can drink, cook, and bathe worry-free. And the best part, there's no maintenance of any kind. No filters to change, no salt to add. Simply install and enjoy. And for a very limited time, LifeSource Water will pay your sales tax. So don't wait. Call to speak with their expert service team. There's no middleman with LifeSource Water. You get factory direct service and expertise. Call LifeSource today and get full service and full confidence in your water. Call 800-334-5009, 800-334-5009, or visit lifesourcewater.com. LifeSource Water. Taste and feel the difference.
The news has been brought to you by Tough Turtle Turf, Southern California weather from KFI. Rain, highs in the mid to upper 50s, cooler in the valleys and the Inland Empire. Rain and a chance of thunderstorms tonight. Thursday looks like it will be mostly cloudy with a chance of rain. Highs should be in the lower 50s to around 60, partly cloudy and a slight chance of rain. On Friday with highs in the low to upper 50s, sunny. On New Year's Day with highs in the low 50s to around 60. So we're not looking at rain. But we are looking at some rain in Irvine right now. 48 degrees. It's 46 in San Clemente, 46 in Long Beach, 46 in downtown LA. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Chris Little. A full head of hair is a resolution you can achieve thanks to the same simple one-day treatment that I received from Advanced Hair. Celebrate the new year with a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts at advancedhair.com.
The holidays are the most wonderful time of the year, but they can also be the most stressful. And with the threat of COVID-19 still looming, emotions are high and can be overwhelming. CalHope can help with free emotional support for you and your loved ones this holiday season. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's year-end sale. Get a king bed for a queen price or queen bed for a twin price and save up to $500 on select mattresses from Sealy, Serta, Sleepy's, and more. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchase.
Why not give your loved ones a healthy air holiday?
This Christmas, show your appreciation by helping them enjoy the healthy benefits of clean air.
IQ air purifiers capture up to 99% of airborne particulates using patented industry-leading hyper-HEPA filtration technology.
IQ Air's high-efficiency air purifiers filter smoke, pollen, dust, mold, bacteria, and viruses as small as 0.003 microns, the smallest airborne particles that exist.
IQ Air delivers immediate clean air directly to your breathing zone with a portable, award-winning Autumn Series 5-in-1 system.
For the desk, the car, on the go, setup is easy anywhere there's a flat surface.
For the whole home, IQ Air offers the ultra-quiet Health Pro Plus Series, the #1 air purification choice for asthma and allergy sufferers.
Your friends and your family will love the confidence that comes from taking back control over their environment and from breathing clean, filtered air.
Go to IQAir.com/US or call 877-778-7324. IQAir.com/US or 877-778-7324.
Visit McKennaCars.com before you purchase your new automobile this holiday season.
KFI AM 640.
iHeart radio station.
24-hour news. More stimulating talk.
I'd like to just sit down now and put my feet up, listen to this, and relax. This is KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Jennifer Jones-Lee is on vacation. I'm Chris Little, sitting in her chair. Here's some of the stories we're following in the 24-hour KFI newsroom. A long-period spike in hospitalizations because of COVID-19 may be materializing at health facilities here in Southern California. NFL Hall of Famer John Madden has died. He was one of the most recognizable ambassadors of professional football. Former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid has died. Reid was the longest-serving member of Congress for Nevada. Rain and snow is going to make a dramatic return to the Southland this morning, dropping up to several inches of rain over the next 2 days and bringing a few feet of snow to the mountains. At 5:53, we're going to talk with ABC's Tom Rivers. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas paid a rare visit to Israel on Tuesday for some talks with the Israeli defense minister. Israel's new prime minister, though, opposes Palestinian independence and has ruled out formal peace talks, but this meeting was aimed at reducing tensions between the two sides. We'll find out from Tom if any tension was reduced. But right now, we're going to talk with ABC's Jim Ryan about the second time capsule that was found, not found beneath, but one was found beneath and the other one was found, I guess, above the pedestal of an equestrian statue of General Robert E. Lee in 1887. Hey, Jim, it appears the time capsule enthusiasts are excited.
Well, they are, sure. The one that was found last week and opened up was actually up in the pedestal. It was about 20 feet up off the ground. So you'd think that it would have been in better shape. Well, it wasn't necessarily. The one that was found Monday and opened yesterday, the copper box that was buried beneath the foundation of that equestrian statue, they opened it up and the stuff inside, so it was wet, kind of wet, but it was all in pretty good shape. Things were legible. There were documents, books. There was a Bible in there, some musket shells. And so, it's a reason for excitement in the historical community. A lot of it is very germane only to Richmond, Virginia, but I think historians will be looking at this very carefully.
How deep was the thing buried?
Not very, maybe 3 or 4 feet under the foundation. They moved aside this 3,000-pound capstone that the base of the statue sat on, and that's when they found this little opening down into the place where they found the copper box.
Well, if that box was 3 or 4 feet down, and the capstone was on top of it, why did the bomb squad have to come out and take a look at the box?
Well, because there was a pretty good list of what was going to be found in that box that was published in the newspaper in Richmond in 1887 when the statue was dedicated, and there were stories about the time capsule and what was inside it at the time. So these contemporary newspaper articles suggested that there was a shell, a ammunition shell, like a cannonball from the battle.
Oh, it was that big. Okay,
right. Well,
just a bullet.
Yeah, so they got so the bomb squad x-rayed the box, and they could see books, and they could see some ammunition and other stuff in there. They opened it up and found there was just a fragment of that shell. It wasn't an actual whole cannonball, so it wasn't live ordnance.
So yeah, everyone walked away just waving their hands in the air like, what the heck are we doing out here? So this box weighed 36 pounds. I'm assuming it didn't just pop open.
No, it did, and for the reason. I mean, they sealed it up very well when they put the thing in the ground. It was copper. The box and its contents weighed 36 pounds, and its contents, comprised damp books and documents and things. So a lot of the weight was what was inside. The box itself probably weighed 12, 15 pounds or so of copper, and they were smart because that repelled water. It also repelled any kind of bugs or sort of mold that might have grown inside the box. They opened it up, and one of the historians said it doesn't reek nearly as badly as a lot of other time capsules I've opened up.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, you said earlier there was an article in the paper about what was buried in the box. Did it say where the box was buried?
Yes. Well, it gave the general location as being on one corner of the foundation of this monument. Under the capstone, so they had a pretty good idea of where it was. So, but at the same time, when the time capsule was found last week up in the pedestal, a lot of historians thought, well, I guess this is what they're talking about. There's nothing that was in that box that was in the newspaper article from the time. So I think the thinking was that there was a second one. It's thought now that first time capsule was put inside the pedestal by the builders of the monument. The guys who, were contracted to build this thing thought, let's put our own monument or our own little time capsule inside this granite block. So they did. And
that ended up boring everybody. That one.
It did. And even the stuff, even the box that was opened yesterday, it didn't contain anything super rare. You can get Confederate money, you can buy the stuff in collectors and have it in their possession. But it does give us a snapshot of what people were thinking at the time. So I think it's an important historical find.
They must be thinking about, man, I've got to put something in that box. What have I got? Oh, here's a coin. Here's a Bible. I'm not reading it anymore. Here's a photo. I was interested in the photo of Lincoln after his death. So he died in 1865. So that was like a 22-year-old image.
Yeah, well, they were at the time. At the time, but it wasn't an actual photograph at all. At least not what they found.
Oh.
There was a photo from Harper's Weekly. It was actually a Thomas Nast illustration from a few years before the dedication of the monument there. So it had kind of been folded up and put away and then put into the time capsules. It wasn't in super great shape in the first place, but it was a picture or an illustration of Lady Liberty weeping over the casket of Abraham Lincoln, the closed casket of Abraham Lincoln. So it wasn't a photograph, and it wasn't, I think that's advertised. There was a photograph inside the box, but we haven't heard yet what that photo was.
Well, what's the holdup?
Well, they've got to preserve everything. Everything was taken out of there. The documents, many of them are being frozen. That's part of the preservation process. There's blotter paper being put between the pages of the books and the other documents that were there to ensure that they dry out properly. So a lot of this stuff we won't really see much of until the preservation is done. But then I suspect a lot of it go on display, including the box.
Yeah, but while they're preserving it, they got to look at this stuff, right? If they're going to put blotter paper in there, they can look on the pages on both sides of that piece of paper and then give us a little hint of what's going on, but I guess they're not into that.
Well, they did disclose a lot yesterday.
Well, we want more.
Well, we'll get more, I'm sure, as they continue this process of looking at everything, and it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, and so what are the plans for the bounty? Where's it all going to wind up?
It'll stay there in Richmond. It becomes the property of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and so that's where it'll stay. Virginia Department of Historic Resources, the laboratory there at Richmond, they'll handle the preservation and restoration if they need to, and then at some point this stuff will likely be put on display somewhere.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, they have a lot of historical stuff back there. They have a special place for, time capsules and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. The blotter paper, the silica gel is being put onto the time capsule itself to preserve the copper. So they're handling everything very carefully. It looks almost like an operating room as they were opening the stuff up yesterday. It was live streamed to the world.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I saw a photo, and there were a ton of cameras in there. And it's interesting to me because, when I was a kid, we made time capsules, so we, put in a pen or, something, and then we stick it in in the side of a building in a school. And with a predetermined time, I think, of somebody's going to come and discover the time capsule, what they really do. It's just a bunch of stupid stuff that the kids put in there, but apparently it's a little more interesting.
A couple of weeks earlier, yeah, there's not much changed in the 12 days since they put it in.
Yeah. Well, all right, Jim. Well, thanks a lot. Hey, have you ever put anything in a time capsule?
I think I did the same sort of dumb stuff that you guys did. Put a shoebox with stuff in it, buried in the backyard, and then, get curious 10 or 12 days later and dig it up. It was stupid.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you later.
All right, see you.
Back to some of the stories we are working on in the 24-hour KFI newsroom. The parents of that 14-year-old girl who was accidentally shot by police in North Hollywood say they want transparency as the shooting is investigated. The girl's family attorney, Ben Crump, read a statement from the girl's mother during a press conference yesterday detailing what happened. The mom says after her daughter was shot, police did not initially show up to help.
When the police finally came, they took me out of the dressing room and left my daughter laying there. I wanted them to help her, but they just left her laying there alone.
Attorneys for the girl's parents say they want all the evidence around the shooting to be made available. They say there is more video than what has been released. The pro-democracy movement in Hong Kong has suffered another setback. Stand News online media outlet says it will cease operations. Police raided its offices and arrested 6 people on charges of conspiracy to publish a seditious publication. Oh, and here's Betty White's secret for living to be 100. By the way, you want to send her a gift, you've got till January 17th. Betty White will be 100 on January 17th, and she told People magazine that one of her secrets to aging gracefully has been maintaining her sense of optimism. She said that it's a choice. She gets up every day and decides to be optimistic, and it apparently works. She wakes up every day, like I said, and chooses to be optimistic, and she likes to be bubbly, and she also does crossword puzzles, watches animal documentaries, watches Jeopardy, plays card games, and she golfs. So she also said she tries to avoid anything green. And I think she was joking. So there you go. Betty White, her secrets for living to 100. Happy birthday on January 17th. When we come back, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas paid a rare visit to Israel on Tuesday for talks with Israel's defense minister. Israel's new prime minister opposes Palestinian independence and has ruled out formal peace talks. But this meeting was aimed, they say, at reducing tensions between the two sides. So we'll get the latest on that from Tom Rivers in just a few minutes. Plus, we've got your traffic and the not quite forecast coming up on your wake-up call. But first, let's go to Nick. We've got a crash in Corona on the 15.
That's right. On the southbound side, past Cahalco, and a little bit of good news. It's been cleared to the center divider, so the drive really not too terribly bad for you. As you make your way through the Valley Village area, also good news for you here. If your crashes of the 3 right lanes shut down, they have reopened and your drive pretty much back up to speed. And also, early problems wrapped up in Tustin. Traveling along Tustin Ranch Road, southbound from Jamboree to Pioneer, it was a crash that had all lanes shut down pretty much for the overnight and early morning hours, but they have reopened. So think a bit of a busy drive. You may want to plan for Jamboree just to save a bit of time this morning. KFI in the Sky helps you get to there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
Every year, our team provides food and toys for less fortunate families. Hello, my name is John Okoyan, owner of Rooter Hero Plumbing. I remember one Christmas when my dad didn't have any work, and we didn't have any money. I can still recall the look of shame on his face when my brother and I only had one present to open. I was a brat and said something I shouldn't have. To this day, I am still sorry for what I said to my dad. I was selfish, and I wish I could take it all back. So I know what it's like for some families. At Rooter Hero Plumbing, we want to make Christmas special. So all this month, We are donating a portion of every plumbing and drain cleaning service we do to families in need. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from our family to yours. Thank you.
CL 102-8886.
This report is paid for by NHTSA. Do you think it's okay to drive stoned? The truth is, your reaction times slow way down when you're high. You not only put yourself in danger, but everyone around you. If you've been using marijuana in any form, do not get behind the wheel. If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Colin Coward, here's what's trending from iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Matthew Stafford and the NFC West leading Rams will try to win their fifth straight game Sunday on the road against the Ravens. The Rams are ranked 5th in ESPN's latest NFL power ranking, and they named Cooper Kupp as the team's MVP this season. The sports world lost a true legend and icon yesterday with the passing of John Madden. The former Super Bowl winning coach, Emmy Award-winning commentator, and Pro Football Hall of Famer was 85. I'm Bill Brent.
Groundbreaking runs in the family. Safety runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The 2021 Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs. Every member is waiting to impress. Learn more at MBUSA.com.
If you own a business and manage to keep 5 or more people on the payroll through the pandemic, there's a new government program that will pay you tens of thousands of dollars per employee. And this is not a loan. This is a grant. The challenge is getting your hands on this money. This is a bureaucracy. InnovationRefunds.com cuts through the red tape, helps you get the cash. They do all of the legwork. They don't charge a penny until you receive the money, and what they do is simply share a percentage of the money they get for you. They got my business a 6-figure refund. Now, their average client gets $250,000. That's impressive. Go to InnovationRefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, answer a few questions. InnovationRefunds.com. It's no risk, and it certainly is high reward. InnovationRefunds.com. They help me. I'm sure they can help you. InnovationRefunds.com.
Watching TaxSlayer calculate your refunds feels like climbing to the apex of a roller coaster and flying down the track. At maximum refund speed. Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Your Reed's Honda Superstore has your roadmap for a super holiday upgrade during Happy Honda Day. Return your Honda Leaf to one of our 5 Honda Leaf Return Super Centers, or swap your old ride for a brand new Honda. And with more vehicles arriving for the holidays, you'll get a super selection and a super experience. Every new Norm Reed's Honda is backed by our exclusive price protection guarantee, which states if you can find the same new Honda for less within 5 days, Norm Reed's will pay you the difference or buy your vehicle back. Discover the joy of the season and upgrade at Norm Reed's Honda Superstore during Happy Honda Day. Visit our super award-winning Norm Reed's Honda Superstore locations in Huntington Beach, West Covina, the Irvine Auto Center, and the #1 Honda store in the world in the Cerritos Auto Square. Plus, we're now open in Vista. Shop online at normreeds.com. Ask for Global Honda New Vehicle Sales 2020.
Won't have a loan. Fire smart.
Our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, ultimate once-in-a-lifetime music event, is coming to the CW. The biggest superstars in music finally step back on stage. Featuring Coldplay, Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, J. Cole, Khalid, Darius Rucker, Cheap Trick, Journey, and more. Music Festival. 14 acts, one stage, one television network.
Watch tomorrow night at 8 or Saturday morning at 12:30 on Digital 5 with CW.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
Hey everybody, it's Dean Sharp. Here's a tip on how to up your landscape lighting game. Did you know because of the rods and cones in our eyes, we don't see color as well at night? So add a green color filter to the floods that are lighting up your trees, and they'll look as lush at night as they do during the day.
Home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer,
On KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk.
vacation, this is your wake-up call. I'm Chris Little. Long Beach Police Chief Robert Luna has tested positive for COVID-19. The police department says Luna is isolating at home. They say he's in good spirits, and he believes his symptoms could have been much worse if he were not vaccinated, and he's about to retire. Tony winning actor Hugh Jackman has tested positive for COVID. According to a video that he posted on social media, looks like just about everybody's testing positive for COVID. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas paid a rare visit to Israel on Tuesday for talks with Israel's defense minister. It was his second meeting with the defense minister, Benny Gantz. Israel's new prime minister, though, Naftali Bennett, opposes Palestinian independence and has ruled out formal peace talks. But this meeting apparently was aimed at reducing tensions between the two sides. ABC's Tom Rivers is with us. Hi, Tom. Where did they meet? And was there any reduction in the tension?
Yeah, they met at the private residence of Benny Gantz, the outskirts of Tel Aviv, and the optics were good. As you say, it was the first time that Mahmoud Abbas has held a meeting with a senior Israeli official on Israeli soil for what, 11 years? Yeah. So that's good. But again, you have to go back to the Israeli Prime Minister Bennett. He does not want to go down the road of even contemplating a two-state solution. So what came out of it is kind of your domestic, if you will, kitchen table kind of issues, just to, if you will, increase security coordination between Israel and the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank, and a confidence-building measure as well. Example, Israel collects tax payments for the Palestinian authorities. That's been held up. We've now loosened that up, get the money to the PA. Also, authorization of hundreds of permits for Palestinian merchants. So, kind of day in, day out kind of thing, but not, if you will, the opening gambit of a new peace initiative. That is not what this was about.
Yeah, and it seems like that is never going to happen, at least if you listen to Bennett, who has said that Palestinian statehood would be, as he put it, a terrible mistake. So, I guess it seems to me, and this is maybe has always been this way, that one part of the government is doing one thing and the other part of the government is doing another thing, and they're both winking at each other. But is there ever, any idea to come to a peaceful conclusion, or what is the idea?
The two-state solutions been around for decades and decades. It's day is coming down. It's just that one country where Jews and Palestinians live equally under the law, the same law. And that's another way of solving the problem. But again, we're learning.